Welcome to Rom Wills, Money Matters. Must be disciplined as a solopreneur. You must be disciplined. We'll call it that. You must be disciplined as a solopreneur. Let me make sure I write that in. Yeah. I always have my stuff on, like little stuff like this, so I know what I'll be talking about. And I'm just sharing that. Just being generally organized as a solopreneur. But this episode, I'm talking about being disciplined. Now, when I say solopreneur, that means you're in business for yourself. However you list your business function, a lot of solopreneurs will say LLC, some don't even bother. Whatever the case, you work for yourself. You providing services, like you don't have an employee, you don't have anything. And a lot of times you working on your own schedule. You have to be disciplined in order to do so. You got to be disciplined. See, here's the thing. Say you had, of course you got to be disciplined going to and from the job. If you don't show up to the job on time or you don't do your job, you get fired. It's that simple. It's that simple, so it's easy. But even if you have a business and you have employees, even if you have a business with employees, you got to be disciplined. Because once you have employees, you got to order supplies. You got to make sure the logistics is correct. You're getting whatever food supplies, clothing supplies, whatever your business sells. You have to pay electric bills. You got to pay the rent. Shoot, you need to be there on time, or at least be on top of the employees to be there on time. There's a lot of little stuff. And so you have to be disciplined. But you have to be disciplined as a solopreneur. A lot of times when people are in business for themselves, and of course they don't have to answer to anybody or have anyone answer to them, the thing that they lose out on, they're not disciplined in how they conduct their business. Think about it, especially, most solopreneurs, they don't have to keep steady hours. They don't have to. Now, unless they're in a business where they specifically like doing consultations, doing massage therapy, or something where they have to deal with people directly, yeah, they definitely have to be disciplined there. But say they're in some type of business that they can do stuff whenever they want, literally whenever they want. That's a real problem if you're not disciplined. That's a real problem. Because you can get caught up. I always use the example of myself because I know it the best. Now, my main thing is putting up these videos. Now, people who follow me a long time know my videos on the main channels, all my channels always pop up 3 in the morning. That's part of discipline, no matter what, 3 in the morning. Now, I'm not up at 2 in the morning making the videos. I record my videos all at one time. All the videos you see this week on this channel were recorded one right after the other. That's why I don't bother changing my shirt. Or just wear a white shirt, I can't tell. I have different shirts for that. But it's a discipline thing. I make them at the same time, take care of all of that. But no matter, and sometimes I have to do some different things, but they're always gonna pop up on time at the same time. Now, in order to do that, I have to be disciplined. I have to wake up a certain time in the morning. I have to wake up, got to do my little things. I always joke about checking all my virtual traps, which all my credit cards, all my banks, and everything. Make sure everything's in place. Check different websites, everything. Trust me, I check everything. I'm not joking when I call them virtual traps. But I'm disciplined in doing that. And then keeping up with comments and everything. Even if I don't respond to a comment directly, I usually heart it. Unless it's something that annoys me, then it goes, but I still have to read it. But I gotta stay disciplined in all of that. Because understand one thing as a solopreneur, you have to stay disciplined for one simple reason. You are solely responsible for how much money you make. Let me say that again. You are solely responsible. If I didn't have this level of discipline with what I did, I might not be sitting in this office right now. I might be at my last place living because I wouldn't have been able to afford to move here. And also, y'all wouldn't see my face. I would probably have to do, if I was doing videos at all on this channel, I would probably have to just do an audio because it's quick and easy. It's quick and easy. I don't have to put on any, I can do it in my pajamas. I can do it naked. Look, the thing was, I had to be disciplined. You got to bring in money. I had to create income producing assets, which are my videos. I had to keep going. You got to stay on top of stuff. You got to keep up with it, because one of the worst things is you don't stay up with everything, because you can easily get caught up, especially as a solopreneur. Nobody's on your back except for maybe a customer if they don't get something on time. But if you're not being disciplined, you might not get a customer to begin with. You got to be on time for stuff. The times you deal with customers, you got to be disciplined. You got to be on time. If you tell them that you're going to come to their home, or they have a consultation with you, however you deal with them at a certain time, you have to be there. You can't be like, oh, just when I feel like it. Now, especially, you especially have to be disciplined in how you do everything. You got to be disciplined. You got to treat it, that is basically a job. When you're a solopreneur, you really own a job. You own it. You own it. So you have to say, okay, this is the time I'm going to put in. Like a lot of people will put in specific hours to work on their business. Now me, I'll put in specific days. Like I still, like for creating all my videos, it basically Mondays through Thursdays, 4 days. And even for my Patreons, I do something extra on Friday, but that's not as specific. For my main things, everything is going to happen in those 4 days. And everything is scheduled out. I will record. I'll get up in the morning, check all my virtual traps, record some videos, go to the gym, record a car video, come back, edit that, upload that for later. I never upload it like to come out right away. Upload that for later. Start editing videos, upload them, and then, maybe relax in the evening or something like that. But it's boom, boom, boom. When you get you get used to it. 2 is done. And plus I keep a list, like a list of everything. I got check boxes. On when I'm uploading stuff on my schedule and all of that. That's the way you have to do it. You got to be disciplined. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. Because I've seen plenty of people who say, yeah, they got a little business. They're not disciplined with it. They're not pursuing it. They're not pursuing business. They're not creating videos. There's quite a few people who do YouTube videos, but they're not disciplined on how they bring them out. They are not disciplined. They might have, there's plenty of people who got some good ideas, great ideas. You see their videos, but they just show up every now and then instead of on specific days. Like if you're doing videos, for those who want to do videos, you don't have to do stuff every day, but if you say you want to create new videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at a certain time, you sure as hell stay to that schedule. So that's it. Now, it's no matter what you do, you keep a schedule. And like I said, it's mainly for yourself. But you have to be disciplined. The second you become undisciplined, you know what? Honestly, you need to think in terms of getting a regular job, because you're going to probably need it because you're not making enough money being undisciplined as a solopreneur. So I want you to keep that in mind. I want you to be disciplined. And you know why you got to keep it in mind, though, because you know what we got to do. Let's go make that money.